Hello everyone! Ooh, webcam zoomed out. Why does it do that? I feel so small now. I'm tiny. Not really. Let me fix that really quick. Zoom. Zoom. That's probably a little too far. That's good. But yes, Pokemons! I've played a lot of this game. I just felt like playing it today. That's literally about as far as it goes. Like, I have played and trained a lot of Pokemon in this. Like, almost exclusively. If it's level 100, it's been trained. I don't remember why my team was so weirdly... Oh, right, I remember now. Let me... Where did I... Need to reorganize this a little. This was my DLC team. Because I wanted to actually have some fun with the DLC, rather than just curb stomp it. And then I had dug some things out for the Mewtwo raid. And other such raids I just wanted quicker access to. Where is... Right, I also wanted the stuff for catching a Pokemon. That's probably more what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. I can remember things. I mean, I can't remember where I left. The final one that's supposed to just be standing in this team all the time. But, you know. Did they get mixed? Wait, no, it was Logan. Go there. I have things in a kind of specific order. And I ended up messing it all up. Because I'm smart. Yeah, this was a fun little team to use. I basically entered the DLC with nothing but this Dragalge. And caught everything else over there. Which was kind of neat. Now. Ghost is only weak to Ghost, isn't it? I was gonna go do some Mismagius stuff. But if Ghost is only weak to Ghost, that could get annoying. I don't remember using anything else against ghosts. Pure ghosts. Dark. Dark would also work. Okay, that won't be a problem at all then. Where is... not that one. That one? No, it's not that one. This one. This is how everything gets messed up. Because I like keeping the Pokemon I'm about to use at the top of my party. I don't think I've given that thing moves yet. I really don't want to use all of those. That's good. Have I given this thing moves yet? I've EV trained it, I know that. Yeah. Let's just find some raids. Now, I don't know if all the Mismagiuses are ghost. They may not be. I don't know if any of them are ghost. I thought they would be. Where are my spooky ghosts, Nintendo? Wait, I should connect to the internet so that it updates stuff. Yeah, I haven't played in a few days. I say a few days. I haven't played since the Mewtwo raid. Now stuff will be updated. There's a ghost raid. Let's go see what that is. I was gonna say this right at like the beginning of the stream. I think this is my favorite Pokemon game to date. Like, it's just kind of the best one. Both in terms of story and gameplay. And I know a lot of people would probably have the reaction to that of, oh, but the frame rates. I don't care. Yeah, I missed. This one's in my way. I'll do it along the way. Yeah, this is going to be... Hey, Mudsdale. Yeah, I'm probably just going to be challenging most of these raids alone. Because it's a little too much hassle to bother setting a lot of these up. For me to be able to do them on my own anyway. It's not that difficult to get to the point where you can do this. So if you can't take on these raids by yourself, aside from like the 7-star ones, your Pokemon aren't ready yet. Like... Call me a bit mean on that one, but... If you can't do this by yourself, you know? Like, I'm not even gonna get to the point of teraing against this thing. It's just not gonna happen. It will be dead first. Yep. Oh no, my special attack. Whatever will I do without that? And any of y'all watching that are like die-hard competitive, I use a lot of non-competitive Pokemon because I just like them. And they work. You don't need to go full-out legendary spam to do Tera raids. In fact, sometimes going legendary spam can really bite you in the ass. Thinking back to all of the people that I saw trying to use the Violet legendary. No, I don't need the menu. Brain. I actually got over this way before heading up there. Because there's another raid right over here. Using the Violet legendary against Mewtwo. Mewtwo had nice type attack. Not helped by that thing wasn't resistant to anything Mewtwo was doing anyway, but Mewtwo had nice attack. And yes, I have 2 Iron Valiants. One is physical, one is special. Because it does both, so... I have it doing both. But yeah, there are many guides on how to EV train in this game. And it's really not difficult. Literally from, I think, about the point you reach the main town, you can start efficiently EV training. Because almost everything you train against are the starting Pokemon. You don't fight against the stronger ones to EV train. Like, for... Speed is the easiest example, so you can't actually EV train Speed this way, at this exact spot, anyway, at the very beginning of the game. But, to EV train Speed, you literally go to your house, after equipping all the Pokemon in your party you want to EV train Speed on, with the Speed training item, and then you jump off the cliff, and everything in the water down there, all of those level 2 to 4 Pokemon, all give Speed EVs. Every single one of them. You just fight 28 of them and you're done. Like, it's that easy. 28 quick attacks and you're done. I think its special attack is the Mareeps around the Poke Center just out of the west of town, which are also stupidly low level. Like, you'll probably be in a high enough level to efficiently grind against them the moment you get there, helped by the fact that, you know, you'll be fighting them around a Poke Center. So, like... what is this thing again? Oh, it's something else. It can stay there. Like, that's the one thing that, with the newer Pokemon games, I will always be in the camp of not being able to get behind people complaining about having to EV train for competitive and such, and how it takes so long, and they need to cheat because it takes so long. It takes like half an hour to train half a box of Pokemon, which is a lot more than you'll need. Like, I mean, I suppose for Nintendo competitive, you'll probably need more because they change the rules and ban Pokemon every now and again. Oh, hey, one of my spikes I haven't done yet. My girlfriend just traded me her legendaries to fill my decks, so I don't actually have any of the legendaries yet. Like, EV training is not hard. Now, like, that's not to say that I don't wish that there were improvements on the whole system. Like, for competitive, I do kind of wish that when you queue up for, like, Nintendo Online, or you're playing in a tournament, that you just have access to rentals that you can modify however you want. Like, that would solve all of the problems right there. Like, obviously, of course, you could still have the options to use your own Pokemon Online. It's just for when you're queuing for the actual competitive game modes. And when you're in actual tournaments. You know, you just use the rentals. That's your option. That makes the most sense to me. Yeah, it is Ghost. Watch it have Focus Blast. That would be funny. Like, I honestly want to do that for a stream at some point. It's just basically work out an entire box of Pokemon to train. And it couldn't even be an entire stream because I'd be done before an hour has passed. And just organize them and then train. Oh, there's Mystical Fire. Oh no. My poor special attack. Using a dark type that's not weak to fire would probably be a better choice. I forgot Miss Magius learns Secret Fire, well, Mystical Fire, because no one really uses it. For reasons that should be being made pretty apparent. It's not a powerful move. Like, I would Swords Dance, but there's not much point. One more turn and I'll have my Tera. Maybe one more. The only annoying thing about healing, it eats up so much time. Honestly, I could probably just go modify my Mew. And just use my Mew for this as well. Because I believe I have the Tera Shards to just Dark Tera it. Give it Dark Pulse. Though Shadow Claw would probably be better because it's a Mismagius. It has no physical defense to speak of. Wow, this thing's moves are just disappointing. Shadow Ball is its only threatening move. Once again, you can't do this kind of stuff on your own. You're not ready for it. Especially where, like, a lot of the times, and it's something you really notice doing Tera raids with inexperienced players, or ones that just simply don't EV train and are just using jank movesets, that kind of stuff. The AI is actually helping you a lot with its seemingly random moves, like the Arcanine using Leer. I'll catch one of these. Why not? Like, that lowering the Mismagius' physical defense was helping a lot more than a random player using, I don't know, freaking Putt, and then not doing anything. Like, I've actually seen people do that if you use a normal move against a ghost, because the Pokemon that... The Pokemon that had the Tera Ghost type wasn't a ghost, so they were trying to use normal type moves against it. Okay, my man. You see that a lot playing Terras with randoms. There is a lot of just, I'ma use a thing because it's good against the base type. It's like, no, stop. You also see a lot of, I'ma use a thing that's good against the Tera type, even though the base type covers this weakness. Yeah, this is not a good moveset. I mean, it's Mismagius. It really doesn't get great moves. I do need to move that. Why did I go into the bag? Brain. Maybe I don't need to move it. Nope, no, I need to move it, because it's way over here. But yeah, because I can actually show the moves here. Like, Mystical Fire isn't bad, but like, I mean, Shadow Ball and Psychic are really the only two moves it should realistically have. I am very quickly running out of box space as well. I really hope that there's more box space eventually. I hate releasing Pokemon. Call me strange. I just feel bad doing it. To the point where I don't think I have ever released a Pokemon that wasn't obviously hacked. Back in Sun and Moon Wonder Trading. It wasn't even Sun and Moon. It was, A Mega Ruby. Which means I probably have on my DS games probably a rock type Clodsire. I probably have some hacked Pokemon that just managed to slip through the cracks. Do I have anything in particular that could do this without a huge amount of effort? Quite honestly, Copperjaw or Mudsdale. Mudsdale would probably actually go the easiest because stamina. I don't have anything that resists the poison, but is also... I need to get this thing on Water Absorb. This down here was my team throughout the game. Mostly because if you're going to give me an opportunity to use a Vivillon, I'm going to use it. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Pretty sure that's rock type anyway. Yeah, that's rock. So, yeah. It could have a water move, but I'm gonna bank on defense. Come on, Mudsdale. Let's see. This shouldn't be terribly difficult. If I lose, I lose. No point getting bent about it. Just pick a different Pokemon, try again. He's got a Coliseum on his head. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of sleep. God, I also need to take Bulldoze onto this thing. It does not need Bulldoze. Oh, hey, it's Water Absorb. And see, that's why you don't always go with the obvious choice. Because I knew the thing could have Water Absorb, so... Literally from experience. Of having used one. Ah, Mudsdale, time to wake up. No? Yeah, this is gonna be annoying because of sleep more than anything. So I've got to manage to break through all of this. As long as it doesn't crit, I can take one more. And then I can Healing Call. I shouldn't Healing Call until I fall asleep again. Just in case it crits, I'm not gonna Tera yet. Wait, I'm not asleep yet. Oh no, I am asleep. That's the thing with the Terra rates. They are a bit glitchy. Yeah, until it nullifies stat changes, it just can't hurt me anymore. Unless it crits. I don't know if I have enough earthquakes for this. Good thing I still have bulldoze, I guess. Oop. Oh, no table. Yeah, I think I'm gonna fail this because of the yawn, more than anything. Oh no, it can slightly hurt me again. Until it builds my defense back up for me. I'm just gonna hope for an early wake. Oh wow, critical hit. I think it's also had its attack lowered. Poor thing. No, it just is not dealing much damage. Come on, Mudsdale. Thank you, Mudsdale. Just gotta get ahead of the frickin' timer. If I can break through, that would be nice. I don't think I'm gonna make it on my earthquakes. Nope. So I think that was my last earthquake. I really should PP max this. Oh no, it is broken. Good. That'll help keep ahead. On Mudsdale, you need to wake up. I think that was max sleep turns. I'm gonna heal. Nah, I think running out of earthquakes is what's ended this. Because yeah, there's no way I'm taking it down before I fall asleep again. Oh, I might have this. Yes, I know. I need to wait through the long-ass healing, because it's gotta pop everybody. Come on. Come on, animations. There we go. Running out of earthquakes really kind of made that a bit more of a struggle than it needed to be. Be on your way, little Quadsire. Be on your way. And useless mints. I mean, they're not useless. There's always a situation where a mint could be useful. Like, all of the natures have at least a niche use. It's just that's the key point. That's the key word there. Niche use. Like, there's instances where attack down, defense up is what you want. It's just that it's not a common thing you'd want. There's times where speed down, defense up is what you want. But that's not a common thing you would want. There's times where defense down, special defense up is what you would want. But that's a very, very niche situation. And vice versa. You know, like special defense up, defense down is something that I could see being used on, say, a Blissey. If you're really devoting to making that Blissey a special defense wall. You drop its already nothing defense, because reducing 0 by a multiplier is still 0, and raise its special defense, leaving its other stats alone. Why you wouldn't just use... what's the nature? I don't remember the name of the nature, but attack down, special defense up is beyond me. Unless you just really want to make sure your Blissey dies to a specific physical attack in a very specific matchup that you're planning in your head. You know? Like, you can always find a niche use for any nature. But they are niche uses. And that's, you know... That's the thing with that. And yeah, as an example of what I was referring to earlier, of people using bad Pokemon to fight a Tera... Let me actually find the example. This. You don't bring an ice type or a dragon type to fight this. You brute force your way through it with something else that's at least neutrally effective. Because Fairy and Steel cover the weaknesses of Dragon perfectly, and this is a Tinkaton. Gigaton Hammer hurts. Like... Like, that was one that I only won that raid after I stopped trying to play it with other players. Because there was so many people that were just like, ooh, it dragon, I bring fairy type, and then just died over and over and over again. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Ghost beats Ghost. This thing might have knockoff, but this is a booster juice, Flutter Mane. So the chance of it actually being able to do anything substantial to me is pretty low. I do like Phalanx. It's just a silly Pokemon. It's one of those Pokemon that from the moment I saw it, I was like, yes, I'm using that. And I did. One of the thoughts I had was, I'm going to use that competitively. And I did. A little bit of Sword and Shield competitive I did play. I used a Phalanx. Because no retreat is pretty cool. This is one thing I do really like about Tera raids as opposed to Dynamax raids, is because the Pokemon are different types, it really tests your knowledge of the Pokemon you're fighting. Because, like, there are some fighting types that if they were a ghost, bringing a ghost against them would be silly. Because you're just inviting, you know, the hard-hitting dark moves they probably have. Like, so you have to plan accordingly, which is kind of cool. Saraluge probably would have done just as well in here, but you know. Oh no, my booster juice! How dare you! Ow! That was a lot of damage because its stats have been lowered so much. I do wish no retreat was spammable. If you could use no retreat more than once, I honestly think Phalanx would be a competitive contender, at least for you, because literally it's boosting all of its stats by 1 at the cost of, oh, it can't retreat now. Well, the move is built to set it up for sweeping, so it's not like that matters. You're just gonna start sweeping, but you can't spam the move, so you can only use it once. Which leaves Phalanx, I think, in NU right now. Might be RU. And I do plan on at some point doing like a full-out video series on this game, because I just like it. Like, it might honestly, like, my brain kind of wants to do the Pokemon games in order, but like, gonna be real, not the biggest fan of Gen 1, which would be what I would start with. Oh, this poor thing. Might as well clear it out. Like, in the past, I've done about half of a Fire Red series, where I was basically using nothing but, at the time, low-tier Smogon Pokemon, which involved me using a Diglett, which was kind of neat. Like, doing that made me kind of like playing the game. But also, there were moments where it was like, ah, this doesn't work. Because, one, there wasn't a wide breakdown of tiers left. There's not many Pokemon. And, yeah, it just didn't work that well. Like, Brock was nearly impossible with that rule set in mind. Like, I could have just gone with using not fully evolved and grabbed, like, a neat arena. And that would have made Brock a lot easier. But... oh, got a star piece. Also, yes, I use a fair few shinies because I got them. They're mine. I'm gonna use them. Some of them, like that Mudstale, I found before I even had my shiny charm. What are my outbreaks? What does that mean? Why are there ghosts with shiny sparkles? I didn't even notice. Maybe I should go and take a peek at the news posts to see. News. Oh, so they're basically just normal outbreaks. Neat. The only thing there I'd really want the shiny of might be the Mimikyu. Yeah, I don't really have an outbreak that I particularly care about. Which is kind of the thing with outbreaks. If they're so random, you can farm them by changing the date on your Switch. I just can't be bothered. Oh. Really? Just getting in the way? Tiny frickin' things? I'm also very much in the camp with this game that, like, I don't care about the performance issues, like, at all. They don't bother me because, okay, I'm an old person here. And a lot of the old crowd seem to forget that a lot of our games back in the day did not run at a steady 30 FPS. Consoles only recently started to get to the point where you could reliably expect big AAA games to run at a stable 30, let alone 60. Some of them can do 60, some of them can't. It all depends on the game at that point. And given this game runs reasonably well and is on the Switch, a system that is outpowered by computers from a decade ago, yeah, runs about as well as I was expecting it to. A game that you'll find a lot of the people that complain about the bad performance, like the older crowd, people my age and older, complaining about the performance of Scarlet and Violet, a game that they would praise as being one of the best games ever is 007 on the N64. A game that if you play it, by actually looking around, you are constantly getting frame loss to the point where, to speedrun the game, you look at the floor because that's the only way to make the game run at proper speeds. Like... you look at the floor and only look up when you have to. Which is basically how you play the game, too, without losing your mind. Because there's a lot of frame loss in that game. Or to go with another company's console. Though this is more just a game that I really enjoy, that I haven't heard that many people talk about. Champions of Norath / Champions Return to Arms. There is a lot of times in those games where you will experience frame loss if you're playing on official hardware. Like, it is nothing new for a console game to be more ambitious than the console it's for. Which I know probably sounds a bit hypocritical, given, like, one of my last streams, I think it was my last stream, I was basically giving, the developers of Alan Wake 2 crap for it being badly optimized. But see, here's the thing with that. Alan Wake 2 is badly optimized for PC. That's my complaint. PC gaming has a reasonable expectation of being able to consistently run above 60 FPS if you're on modern upper mid-range and high-end hardware, like I am. I'm gonna try Cyriluge in this. No, Cyriluge is weak to... No, that would be a terrible idea. It's literally weak to, Ghost. Do I have anything that would be a better pick? I haven't trained you, have I? No. This used to be my planning on training box, but I'm running out of space, so... yeah. Same with over here. There's some things I haven't trained yet as well, because my boxes are so unorganized. This one's trained, though. Pretty sure, anyway. Yeah. Would want to get its, I think this has also been trained. But it's not likely to be holding an item, so knockoff is kind of garbo. I would at least want to get its levels up. And change its Tera type, really. I don't think I've trained this yet. Oh no, I have. This I'd also want it to be Dark Tera to be used in there. Yeah, King Gambit's kind of just the way to go. I mean, King Gambit works. I mean, that last one I was fighting was a special attack up nature, so... I don't know if their natures actually matter, but... kind of cute how it starts by using Astonish. That could suck. Gotta be real, I might let King Gambit here go down just to clear the negative special defense, but I'm still tanking that well, so I can take another one. Might still just let King Gambit go down. Yeah, because while I could heal, I may as well go down so I can not have the special defense drop. I will say, happy Spooky Day to everybody. I didn't do any spooky games this year because I just couldn't think of any to do that would work. I might do something like, I might honestly do spooky in December, because that's always fun. Doing spooky out of season. Yeah, the Icy Wind exists. So Dragon Dark probably wouldn't be the best choice, but eh. Alright, autofocus is back on. I like going blurry from time to time. Lots of candy. It's the main bonus of doing this. You get lots of candies. I'm also now getting extra Tera shards from Tera raids because I have the Tera charm. The fun thing with the performance in this game is Scarlet, at least, or at the very least my copy of Scarlet, only had performance issues. Let me pull up the map here. I only had performance issues right outside this town and up here. Those are the only areas I had performance issues before they did the performance patch. Now I have minor performance issues literally everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but, you know, just running around, I'll run into, you know, random performance issues. Just like, really, guys? You were supposed to make the performance better, not worse. And for Violet, it did. Violet was definitely less optimized somehow. I don't fully get how, but somehow was. Like, a key example, I've never had this game crash. I've heard of Violet crashing. I've never had Scarlet crash. It just doesn't. I really wonder if there's something just wrong in the the coding somewhere for Violet. That just makes it more susceptible to memory leaks and crashing. Which I wouldn't be surprised about. I mean, they are different games on not a complete level, like the basic level they're the same game, but they are different games. So there is a chance that there could be a bug affecting one that doesn't affect the other. And the fact that they applied a blanket balance pass would also explain why my performance tanked and Violet performance improved. Hello, Hellblast. Happy Halloween to you as well. Happy Spooky Day. That'll be another Miss Magius. I wouldn't go that far. I'm old. Back when I was a youngin', I would probably agree with you, but I'm old now. Yeah, Miss Magius. I do need to use the washroom really quick, so I will be right back. Turn. That is fair, Hellblast. What I more meant is, you know, when I was a youngin', Halloween meant trick-or-treating. Now that I'm old, it doesn't mean that anymore. So... it means trick-or-treaters, but not trick-or-treating. But the only thing I still do along that vein is, and I haven't done it in years, is I have a white mask over that way. And I have a nice long trench coat that, you know, can completely cover me. And I just put them both on and just go walking around just to spook people. Rude. Crit and special defense drop. The Rona's probably here to stay, honestly. It's probably just going to be a part of life for the foreseeable future, anyway. I think I'll once again just allow King Gambit to go down just because of the special defense drop. Yeah, especially since I can't Tera now, so. Very few people still come out around here in the rain, but I'm in Nova Scotia. Rain is just part of existence here. So, yeah, people just carry umbrellas with their costumes. Yeah. This time of year is affectionately known of as Mud Season. Mud Season 3, actually. But I'm also pretty sure it's just not gonna really be raining around here. So, turn off autobugs. Webcam's gonna keep having a seizure. I just haven't left the house, really. I mean, I had a job early last year that basically made me have to leave the house, but it was a night job where I worked alone. That I'd probably still be working at had they actually given me hours. But 8 hours a week is... And 8 hours a week, potentially any day of the week, was just not something I was willing to put up with. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I struggle to wear a mask, but that is because traumas that I really do not wish to talk about. So, you know, I at least have that as an excuse over most people. Like, I do have some mental issues with having my mouth and nose covered. Like, which basically meant as soon as I got to work and got to my my position, the mask tended to come off because no one was going to be coming near me anyway. So, well, I say off. I'd wear it on my chin so I could easily pull it back up if someone did start to come near. But yeah. See, that's not how trauma works. It's also not where my trauma's born of. As I said, I don't want to talk about that. See, that's the thing. I never got sick. I haven't had the Rona, ever. Because I would still take precautions around other people. You know, I did the whole distancing part of it. Griffblum, you're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, didn't get fully parried. I was honestly half expecting to get fully parried. Hey, Mudsdale probably gets to come back out. Mudsdale being mostly my go-to against any poison Tera. Unless whatever it is like a water type. Then, obviously not. Water or grass type. Though even then, if it's a physical attacker, I might still do it, because Mudsdale doesn't really die from physical attacks. no, Tailwind. Anyway. Poor 4-star raids. 4-star and under is just... I feel bad for these Pokemon, but I just want to clear the raid out. Read your comment. Very good at this whole streaming thing. Reddit, I do apologize if this seems rude. I am going to remove your comment. If I can just remove a single comment on Twitch, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. That's annoying. I'd rather not have topics like that in my chat. I can remove the YouTube side and I can refresh the thing, so. I know it's from a TV show, but... still rather not have topics like that in my chat. Wonder if Phantom Parades can be farmed the same way as Fluttermane can. Oh, raids. Outbreaks. That's something I always mess up on. My brain just wants to call them all raids. Well, you can call it funny if you want, but I'd rather not have topics of SA in my chat. As mentioned, you know, it's from a TV show. I don't care. Well, based on your previous comment, I will say the second word, the A stands for assault. The first word should now become very obvious based on your previous comment. So. Again, this is a family-friendly stream. I am attempting to keep myself family-friendly, as well as the chat, so... Okay, I'm gonna take this stance. Having you in the chat is not going to be productive for anybody. Bye-bye. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm just not. It's not just people being offended by topics. Those are very seriously triggering topics. Just because a TV show talked about it does not mean it is okay. I ain't taking that kind of bullshit. Oh, I just said family friendly, but I ain't doing it. I have very simple rules here, and that kind of breaks them. So... gone. What do we got? Bottle caps. How much money do I even have right now? Yeah, 20,000 per one, as long as I can stay under that. So I basically can't go above 60,000. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, if I can't get it for 6... Yep, no. They can keep them. It's 3. I ain't overpaying for bottle caps. Maybe if they were golden ones, I'd pay more, but not for regular not for regular bottle caps, at least. Yeah, people can see me however you want for that ban, but I ain't going to tolerate shit like that. Just not. It is not how I roll. Hard to tell if those little sushi things are shiny or not. Yeah, I know. Going to be real, given the discussion that had been happening beforehand, I'd already had a feeling that that was not going to be a productive member of the chat. So... There are definitely some topics that I will not tolerate. At all, in any form. This run went a whole lot better than the last ones. Didn't use Shadow Ball. Or at least if it did, I didn't notice, and it definitely didn't get the special defense drop. Man, I can only imagine how painful this raid would be if you were trying to do it with a special attacker. Because for one, Miss Magius actually has stats in special defense. 2, Mystical Fire lowers her special attack. This Miss Magius is going to be pretty specially defensive. Slowpoke. Best poke. Wow, there are no raids until way up there. Bunch of them right over there, though. Yeah, I may as well. Nah, I'll run. Chance of seeing a shiny. Chance I won't actually notice it's a shiny, but chance of seeing one. There are some of these shinies that, like, a shiny Slowpoke? Good luck, man. Even if you're not color impaired. They're so similar. You don't want any of this little guy. You do not want that. Yellow's not a shiny color. I don't think. Watch that actually have been a shiny. I don't think yellow's shiny. I do really like how easy they made EV training in this game, though. Like, it's so nice. Hey, I could probably do a dragon's, but wait. No. I could probably do a dragon-specific sandwich over here and farm for shiny Sliggoo. Or Goomy. Because they're the only dragon that can appear on the land here. Yeah, yellow definitely isn't one. This poor Bronzor. It doesn't deserve this. Oh, it's Levitate. It would have been really funny if it was fireproof, but okay, well, superpower it is. You know Vip... Nah, I'm not gonna go with that meme. Isn't even a meme that makes sense. Dragon. I don't think I have anything for dragons. Well, no, I do. I have... yeah. Why do I keep forgetting that fairy is good against dragon? Because fairy's a new type, relatively. I mean, it's an old type at this point, but it's the newest type. And my brain is full of information from before fairy was a thing. The amount of times I still try to use fighting moves against Clefable is way too high. Fairy type really ruined some old Pokemon that were... their entire niche was that they weren't great, but they had no weakness. Well, there's only really one that fell into that category. Sableye. Sableye isn't a good Pokemon by any means. But it had no weakness until Fairy. And having no weakness meant that, you know, it had a use. Then they gave it a Mega Evolution that kind of made up for it now being weak to Fairy, but it didn't fully make up for it, and Sableye's just kind of fallen back into complete obscurity without its Mega Evolution. Because there's just no reason to use it. Ever. Wouldn't be bad if they would give Sableye an actual evolution. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Though I doubt they would. And if they did ever do it, that would probably be the nail in the coffin for Mega Evolutions. Because I highly doubt they would give an evolution to a Pokemon that has a Mega Evolution. Given that's the evolution. Let's get myself some more candies. I swear, by the end of the stream, I'll have more than enough candies to just level up multiple teams. Like, the amount of candies I'm at is literally after, the last time I was playing, not only training my own Mew for the Mewtwo raid, but also Robotics and one of her friends' Mews for the Mewtwo raid. No, not my special attack. What will I do without my special attack? Can't go Tera. Yeah, I'm still no path to parrying. Oh no, I can't Tera yet. One more turn. Watch now get the special defense drop. No. Oh no! Nullified stat changes. As if that matters. I could be Swords Dancing for this, but there's really no point. I can win it just fine without Swords Dance. Candy. I'm also definitely gonna have enough Tera Shards to Ghost Tera something, if I ever want to actually do that. It's unlikely, but, you know. Because, like, Ghost really isn't a great offensive type. It's a pretty good defensive type, but it's not good offensively. And I almost exclusively do, Tera raids. So, defense doesn't really matter that much. Offense matters, defense not so much. Speed doesn't really matter, yet I keep instinctually training things into speed because I can't help... Really, Sudowoodo? You really ran the way I was about to go. You know what? Just for that, be iron-headed. And it has sturdy. Please use a recoil move. No. That would have been so funny if it used a recoil move. What do we got? Yep. Come here, Punching Iron Valiant. Let's punch some hot peppers. Like, this is a point of, like, I could be doing these raids with other people. But, like, man, this would take a whole lot longer to get through these raids. A lot of that would be waiting for people to actually join into the raid. But then, like, actually doing the raid and hoping people don't bring, like, a freaking, I don't know, a grass type against this thing. Yeah. Or water type. I mean, this one wouldn't be an issue, because I would just win the raid anyway. But, like, I've had way too many experiences with Tera raids where... And, like, I can't get too mad at people, because this is a Pokemon game. Like, with any of the Tera raids, anytime I get a bad team, it literally falls to a camp of, they're probably children. That is why they don't understand. Like... a large chunk of the Pokemon fanbase is still children. Mostly because a lot of the older parts of the Pokemon fanbase never moved on from Gen 1. Even though it's kind of objectively the worst generation. They're clinging to the nostalgia. Which I know that probably will get a decent bit of hate. But, yeah, Gen 1 is just kind of objectively the worst. Now, that's not to say anything of the Gen 3 remakes. They're not terrible. But Gen 1 itself, red, blue, yellow, is unfinished. And it's pretty evident that it's unfinished. Chris, what are you doing? Okay. We'll keep doing it, I guess. Man, I remember when I didn't have performance issues here. Okay. Oh, it's the Titan one. Can I just run from this? No. Ooh, ice type. Fire type, ice type. Fire flying. So fighting is not the way to go here. This should go fine. Unless it absorbs fire. In which case this won't go fine. But I don't think Talonflame gets a fire absorbing ability. Ooh. Burned. That's unlucky for this poor Talonflame. Not gonna lie, having played competitively during X and Y, I kinda hate this thing. Talonflame is such BS. It's like the ultimate revenge killer, with its priority to flying moves if it's at full health. So you literally can just send it in and get a priority Brave Bird. You can only do that once, but you can get a priority Choice Banded Brave Bird. Like, that's... Clearly no one at Game Freak thought of this. Like... Tera. I'll wait till I go down, because I'm probably about to. Or maybe I won't, because I just got another burn. So I'll just Tera now, I guess. Or I won't. Okay, I'm gonna heal Cheer. Oh, so how you doing, AI? Assuming you're still here. I forgot to ask because of Captain Non-Contribution in the chat. When I say that, I should more so say Captain Edgelord in the chat. Really? Surviving on 1 HP. Just had to get another acrobatics off. Hey, an ability capsule. Jolly mint! Finally, a useful mint! Man, I think Ice Tera is even worse than Ghost. Because, like, Ghost can at least be used defensively. Ice can't be used defensively or offensively. There's not enough things weak to it, and it's weak to too many things. Like, you might be able to use it to catch someone off guard at some point. But that's highly unlikely. God, I can never remember which of these is the shinies. I know one of them, its shiny just looks like almost the normal form of another one of them. And one of Robotic's friends would almost certainly love to have a shiny of one of those things. Of the little sushi guys. So like any chance I get, I poke through attempting to find one. So welcome to the part of the map I have been in the least, because the game literally never sends you here. I came here to acquire the Pokemon from here, and that was about it. Which I kind of wish I would have come here, because of these little guys. I probably would have actually used one on my team if I had caught it before I'd finished the game. Okay, that one for a moment looked different, but it's actually... Okay. Oh man, a new berry. I want to say new berry. One I haven't picked up yet. Lime. Oh man, another reversal TM. I have so many of those. Psychic. Psychic Bear. Yeah, Ice as a typing is definitely something Game Freak could work on. I mean, they've attempted. I wish they would give Hail back its damage over time effect, as well as still boosting the defense of Ice types. Like, I feel like they changed it because they're trying to reduce the amount of damage over time things, because Sandstorm also lost its damage over time. But, like, that damage over time from Hail made Hail teams better, not worse. And Ice types need everything they can get. Like, one thing that Ice types could definitely use is a better physical Ice move that doesn't rely on you going second. Because they really don't have one. I mean, there's Avalanche, and that's really about it. At least as a common Ice move. I think Icicle Crash might be as good, or at least passable. I don't know, let me see. You don't learn it. I need to find the bear. Because I know it learns Icicle Crash. At least it used to. There it is. Yeah, 85 power, 90 accuracy. 30% chance of causing flinch, but 85 attack, 90 accuracy, 30 flinch. Do you learn? Doesn't look like it. Why do Pokemon that learn the moves I'm trying to reference have to live so far apart in the decks? not learn that anymore? It's an egg move. Okay. Headbutt has 70 power, 100 accuracy, with the same 30% chance to flinch. So technically, Icicle Crash has more total stats between accuracy and power. But that drop in accuracy will matter, because that makes Icicle Crash less consistent. I mean, hell, that's why Avalanche gets used so much, is because Avalanche is, I think it's 60 power, but doubles if you go second, making it 120 power. Yeah, power doubles if took damage first. So, if you get hit first, it also has a -4 priority, so it will go last. It becomes 120 power with 100 accuracy. Like, and it's almost impossible to not go last, and you're probably going to be taking damage. Like, honestly, between Icicle Crash and Ice Punch, I think I would take Ice Punch just for the extra consistency. And the 10% chance to freeze over the 30% chance to flinch, when most ice types are not fast enough to be going first anyway. I mean, Beartic, for example, the Pokemon that basically introduced Icicle Crash, has a base speed of 50. Beartic is outsped by Pichu. Like, ice types aren't fast, so to give them a move that basically, you know, with the added flinch, that's implying you want them to be going first. Outside of, like, the special attacking ice types. Yeah, I'll do this one. That up. You're probably not going first. And if you're special attacking, you're not using Icicle Crash. Like, it's just, I don't understand the design around ice types. I mean, I could kind of see Icicle Crash being kind of useful occasionally if you were to put it on something that is really fast. That's probably not an ice type. But even then, you'd probably want a more consistent attack. And 90 accuracy doesn't sound bad. And I'll be honest, it isn't bad. It's just one of those accuracies that, when it does miss, and it will, it could cost you the game. And the move doesn't have enough power to really justify the lower accuracy. I mean, that's just an issue with physical attacks in general. But, like, a case in point being Play Rough. 90 power, 90 accuracy. It has more power with the same accuracy. And then you compare Play Rough to Moonblast, and you start to understand why almost every competitive Pokemon ever is a special attacker and not a physical attacker. And the only times you tend to see physical attackers is when, you know, the Pokemon itself is just that good that it makes up for it. I don't think I've ever been to here. It's in the cave. A TM. Focus Blast. Yeah, fighting types are probably the only exception to special always being better than physical. But if you're looking at it in a vacuum... Right on, please. if you're just looking at it in a vacuum, Aura Sphere is better than most physical fighting moves. Even close combat has a pretty massive drawback, which is accounted for by it generally only being used on sweepers that don't care about their defense being dropped. Why is that thing up here? Okay. Enjoy your life, little pin dude. There's large chunks of this map I've just never been to because it's so bloody big. They did not need to go this big, but I'm kind of glad they did. Them going this big is why the performance issues exist. But at the same time, I'm still glad they went this big. Oh, Poke Center. Right, I've been to this one. Okay. So yeah, this is the one here. Okay. What's to say? Ooh, one I haven't been to, but now I have been here. I will come heal though, because I have used some PP. I also have to use the washroom again, so. I also haven't done all these. So yes, I shall be back in a moment or two. I return. But yeah, physical and special have been imbalanced for a very long time, and I really wish Game Freak would do something about it. Because, like, there is a lot of Pokemon that would probably be kind of fun to use if they had good moves to use. I mean, some of which I have literally trained. And, like, there are also exceptions. Like, I'll literally put wrong button. I do that a lot. Like, there are definitely exceptions. Ground is kind of better as a physical type. Because while Earth Power is good, don't get me wrong, it's a good move, it's no Earthquake. But even then, if you're in official tournaments, Earthquake is a detriment to you because it hits your other Pokemon too, because official tournaments are double battle only. So, ground types have a worse option to use at that point, which I'm pretty sure Mudsdale does learn. I think it learns it naturally. Of high horsepower. 95-95. Earth power, I think, if I remember right, is 90-100, but it's 90-100. That's better. Like, it's just better. You know, I know how I can find a lot of moves easily. Yeah, Earth Power is 9100 with a 10% of lowering special defense. High Horsepower is 9595 with no added effect. Earth Power is better. So, like, even the exception for ground is not always an exception. Steel Flash Cannon is so much better than any of the physical steel moves. I mean, Heavy Slam can kind of be better, but outside of moves, at least, that basically are specific to a Pokemon. Because, like, Anchor Shot's pretty cool, but it's Delame's exclusive. It basically being a physical version of Flash Cannon. But aside from that, you've got Iron Head, I suppose, which is, I suppose, is 80, 100, same power and accuracy. So I suppose Steel is a decent exception. I could swear Ironhead had less power. I think it changed at some point, or am I just remembering wrong? I'm just remembering wrong. But there we go. Steel is the exception. I never use Steel types. Because guess what? Steel is weak to two of the main damaging types that's used. It's weak to ground, and it's weak to fighting. Fire being one of the third most popular damage dealing types. Steel is not a good type defensively. So I should really... Yeah, low kick might actually be a better use of that slot than bulldoze. Though honestly, I could replace stomp with low kick. No, I have superpower. I feel like this was my issue before. Mudsdale, are you heavy enough to make use of this? Effective use of this? Yes. There goes Stomp. Part of me wants to just give it Stealth Rock, but that's literally useless to me in Terra raids. I'll keep Bulldoze. Actually, no, instead of Bulldoze, I'll just replace it with High Horsepower. Wait, no, I don't need to use the TM for this. Alright, time to continue with raids. But, like, it would be nice if Game Freak would go through and basically make effectively a physical or special equivalent to the best moves of each type, depending on which is missing. So, like, in the case of, you know, say, Ghost, give physical attackers an equivalent to Poltergeist or Shadow Ball, or, you know. I think Poltergeist is a special attack anyway. Seeing special attackers using it. Give psychic types an equivalent to psychic. Like... Hello, Senpai 2. I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Welcome to Pokemon. Oh no, my special attack. Whatever will I do? Yeah, it does. Completing your Pokedex takes quite a while. Wonder Trade can be a great tool for completing it, though. Because you can get the exclusives from the other games just through Wonder Trade. Yeah, that does happen a lot. I mean, a lot of that is, you know, a lot of the beginner Pokemon are basically other people also trying to fill out their decks, and those are just the easiest Pokemon to go and catch. No Frisk. You do not need up onto my lap. Yeah, I don't trust any shinies ever gotten through trade. Be it from an actual trade, unless I know the person anyway. Be it from an actual trade or Wonder Trade, I don't trust it. I need to know and trust the person before I trust that a shiny from them is legitimate. That has been a stance I have had for basically as long as I've been playing Pokemon, and there has been online trading. Which is where, like, I've mentioned this before, but, like, at, the Worlds tournament that just happened, there was someone who got, banned from the tournament for using a hacked Cresselia, I believe it was, that they had brought with them all the way from Black and White, that they had apparently gotten in a trade, and that Cresselia was basically a perfect IV. I think it was even... No, it wasn't shiny. It was just perfect IV, but they had gotten it in a trade. And I can't help but feel, if you get a Pokemon with perfect IVs in a trade, it may not be the most legitimate if it's a legendary. Like, a regular Pokemon, sure. One that can be bred for? Yeah, that's believable. This is Steel type. But a legendary, I can't help but feel people are not going to be as willing to give those up. So, like, while I can feel bad for the guy because he got banned because of this, at the same time, you know, you figure you would have had the thought of, well, maybe it was hacked at some point and replace it. Though I've also been around various, like, I've never actively, like, speedran, but I've followed a fair bit of speedrunning communities, and also, consequentially, their, controversies. And there is a lot of there's a lot of times where people will cheat, and they will say, oh no man, this is just how this was. So, like, I don't even fully believe the person that they didn't cheat way back in Black and White. I believe that they brought it with them from Black and White. I just don't believe they didn't hack back in Black and White. Oh, checking IVs isn't a definitive thing. For me, if it is something that is easily breedable, like, an example would be if you're Wonder Trading and you end up getting a perfect IV Pikachu. Well, people can breed for that, and if Pikachu is something that's being competitively used, then yeah, people are going to be trading off their extras because they just want to get rid of them. So they'll just Wonder Trade them off. If it's something like, if you receive a Mewtwo with perfect IVs from, like, Wonder Trade, yeah, that's hacked. That is hacked without a... That's hacked. You know? Well, I suppose at this point I can't say that, because it could just be someone Wonder Trading off their legitimate Mewtwo, because thank you, Nintendo. Because this thing has perfect IVs. I caught mine in the Master Ball because it just felt more right. So Mewtwo's bad example. If you get an Okie Dokie with perfect IVs in Wonder Trade, it's probably hacked. That's a better example to give. That's my baseline anyway. Ultimately, if you're not playing in tournaments, I don't think it matters. Because Game Freak only really cares about their tournaments, so you probably don't have to be that careful. If you get something you want to keep, just keep it. And just if you ever want to play in a tournament, an actual, like, big tournament, and you get super into competitive, just keep track of the thing and maybe, you know, trade it off to a friend just to be safe before the tournament. So even with that, apparently they only seem to care about Worlds. I kind of wish they would care about the entire game all of the time, but if they did that, then people would find a way around their cheat detection. Because if you give someone the ability to trial and error their way around your cheat detection, they're going to. They will find a way to beat your cheat detection. Which is the value in only applying it during the major cash tournaments. Yeah, I'm a massive nerd. If I'm ever wrong, I will correct myself. So that's how I am. Thank you for following, FCG Umbral. Water. Oh yeah, this thing gets to catch some hands. Never use Wild Charge in a Terra raid. It doesn't end well. Hello, FCG Umbral. You get them from 5-star and above Terra raids. There's a chance from basically any 5-star or above Terra raid. The Terra raids that are like the black, evil-looking ones, those have a higher chance of giving it. Assuming they're not an event version that doesn't give Herba Mystica. Like, the Miss Magius one doesn't seem to give Herba Mystica at all. It just gives candies. I'm doing alright. How are you, FCG Umbral? As if Ghost Terra shards matter. And not always. Some of the event ones don't give extra Terra. At least not from what I've remembered, some of them haven't. Just depends on the event. Some of them have given a lot of extra Terra shards, like the Blissey event. I wish it would just be a permanent thing. I wish the Blissies would just be there all the time. Because that's so helpful, having Blissies. I can't think of a single Pokemon I would want to have Ghost Terra'd, except a Ghost type, which is likely to already be Ghost Terra. It's just not a great defensive type. Unless there's a lot of fighting types in the meta right now. Fighting and normal. I mean, I used to play competitive a lot, so that's where I'm coming from. Can't help but feel just carrying a Ghost type would also work for that. Though I suppose Nintendo Online is doubles, which is why I tend to never play it. I much prefer Smogon. Singles takes so much more thought. You actually have to try. You can't just mash the A button and win. I know Nintendo doubles aren't that simple, but it is just sweepers v sweepers. There's no real thought outside of that. Because that's just how double battles work. Getting 2 attacks a turn, things die a whole lot faster. They're a lot more simple than singles. They're more complex than triple battles. I'll give you that one. Because the more Pokemon you add to the battle, the more just it be sweeper be sweeper. Unless things have somehow magically changed since, like, Sword and Shield. Double battles basically boil down to who can basically get the Pokemon advantage first. I do not believe I do. This should be easy enough. I think I only have the final evolution. I mean, you say that you can't sweep Umbral, but the top teams at Worlds say otherwise. They're almost exclusively sweeping teams. Like, I think it was something like 60-odd% of the top teams were basically the identical sweeping team. And, yeah. It's because everyone's just using the best team. Because there is a best team. Which is why I prefer Smogon, where outside of Ubers, there isn't a best team. And even in Ubers, there tends to be room for creative choices. Well, everyone was basically using the same core, at least at Worlds. And given, unless once again things have changed, back when I poked at Nintendo Competitive it was team of 6, you use 4. So everyone running basically the same 4 core Pokemon with 2 extras, most of which tended to also be the same Pokemon, or at least filled the exact same roles. Like, I mean, it is very much a case of you like Nintendo Competitive, that's fine. I probably never will. And according to the top team breakdowns I saw, the top 3 of those 4 teams were basically the exact same. Personal take, Tatsugiri isn't that great, period. It doesn't get coverage, really. And its stats are a little mediocre. I mean, there's nothing saying you can't use bad Pokemon. Just gotta know how to use them. So use it. There's no saying you can't. Well, my argument is more comparatively to singles. It is a lot less complicated because 80 to 90% of your turns are going to be nothing but click your best attacking move and hope. Meanwhile, in singles, about half of your turns are swapping to gain advantage. The best way I could put it, though even this may not be a good way of describing it if you don't know how these things work, singles is a dogfight. Doubles is a tank battle. They both take strategy, but one takes a lot more than the other. One takes vying for position, the other is hoping you shoot first. And hit harder. And it's basically a conversation between someone who likes Nintendo competitive and someone who likes Smogon competitive. I have as well, only I've done Smogon competitive, not Nintendo. Because Smogon was always more interesting. Well, unless I'm mistaken, and this website... I mean, Pokemon Company is kind of owned by Nintendo. They're a subsidiary. Unless I am mistaken about that. Which makes it Nintendo. So... And the Pokemon Company is owned by Nintendo, making the Pokemon Company Nintendo. It's all Nintendo. We just actually know the parent company in this case, unlike a lot of companies where we don't know the parent company. A lot of women's hygiene products are owned by the strangest of companies. But it's not inaccurate to say Nintendo competitive, given it is the competitive that is run by the company owned by Nintendo in the game published by Nintendo that would not exist without Nintendo. That's the point I'm making. I mean, it's not an inaccurate statement to call it Nintendo competitive. Because without Nintendo, it wouldn't exist. And it's, you know, on their system. Pretty sure even then it is the Pokemon VGC. So even you're not calling it by its actual name. You're shortening it too. Which also would be calling it the Pokemon Video Game Championship, because that is its actual name. VGC is its shortened name. Like, there is nothing inaccurate about me calling it Nintendo competitive. It perfectly describes exactly what it is. It is the competitive that is run by the official game that is on the Nintendo system. You can believe that if you wish. I'll agree. No, I don't know anything about the current meta of Nintendo competitive, because I don't play it currently. Last I poked at it seriously was Omega Ruby. I poked at it again a little bit with Sword and Shield. And both times went back to Smogon. And who gives them the platform? I'm pretty sure it does. Or else I couldn't be playing the game right now. You couldn't be... there wouldn't be a competitive scene without the platform. Let's see. Also, to trade with others, Senpai, you go into the online features, and there's, I believe it's just a trade option. You enter the code the other person wants to use, and hope you connect to each other. Whatever CDL is, because I actually don't know what that is owned by Sony, and only has its platform because Sony, then yeah, it would be a decently fair thing to say Sony competitive, if there was another competitive scene for that game. The thing with Pokemon is there is more than VGC. There's more to the competitive than just what you can do in the Nintendo-published game. I need to redo this. I haven't been paying enough attention to the raid. Spent too much time spamming a disabled move. Frisk, what are you doing? Hey, yeah. Actually, do I have... Yeah, this will work. I just need to actually pay attention. I don't think trade codes get that long. wrong. No, it wasn't. But it became doubles, because doubles are better for time rules. Like, there's a reason VGC is doubles. It's better for time rules, better for keeping tournaments on track and fast. Oh. I've never done specific trade outside of Union Circle. Same as any other without the shiny charm. It's 1 in 8,000 something. Or is it 1 in 4? It's been a long time since I've had to look at that number. 1 in 8,192. Isn't it 1 in 8,000 still? I know, they did lower it. Once again, it's been a long time since I've cared about the number. But I'm also not a shiny hunter. Not really. I don't think I really have a favorite shiny. But then again, I also don't. I'm not someone for aesthetics, so, you know. It's one of those things of, I use shinies if I get them. Otherwise, I just use the regular Pokemon. But I'm also colorblind, so half of them I can't see a single difference in. Which is always fun. Just to the point where I'm sure at some point throughout this, I will probably run past a shiny and not even notice. Yeah, I should probably do this one first. Wait, this goes tera, right? Oh man, Swiper! Saying that may have just ruined that Pokemon for the AI. Probably not, though. There's the spark. Thankfully it's not on me. Status ailments make these raids so annoying. Inanimate. I've heard of Indie Land, but I have no idea what that is, AI? Well, entity. Suppose I should call you that, given that's what people are gonna expect me to be calling you. He's a long-time viewer. His name used to be hard for me to read. It's just less confusing for other people. Where did that thing end up? There it is. Sorry, Ghost Doggo. I did not mean to awaken you. An ice squirrel. You know, Siren Valley will probably just work. I don't think so. You should be able to get Shinx out the east side of town. Like the main town. And then you just have to level it up. Right, that's where I heard of it, was him mentioning that during TRG Coliseum. I was watching Stephen Plays Extra Life. Both happened to, I assume, end up on the same weekend. Gonna be wild, as it always is. Stephen Plays Extra Life is always wild too, but you know. This thing's stockpiled too much. Yeah, I should still be able to get through, assuming it doesn't bullet seed too many more times. Rita, what is the thing I just said you don't want you to do? Why are you bullet seeding again? That's not helping anybody. Well, it's helping you, but... I'm just gonna fight you again, Greedent. Full para. Block. Okay, I should just run and restart this. I just have to hope this thing doesn't stockpile it until it's max defense again. No, my booster juice. Whatever will I do without it? I'd honestly probably just run Choice Band on this thing if I could almost guarantee that it would never get disabled, but way too many ghosts with disable show up in Terra raids. I suppose I could also go for an expert belt. Or if I want to go really ghetto, I can just throw another muscle band on something. not the most outrageous way of meeting new friends. As a reminder to everyone, I met my girlfriend through streaming, so... Robotic just casually showed up to a Splatoon stream and was like, yes, I want to be friends with this weirdo. And then friendship turned into a relationship. There's an Herba Mystica. Bottle caps. At this point, I think I'd rather the bottle caps. Though neither are particularly things I need at the moment. Hey, another Miss Magius. You ended up being friends with a bisexual man, does that count? Another poor Miss Magius to the slaughter. I suppose that's more or less an inside joke that a lot of people aren't going to get there, Entity. He and I have become friends, and I'm bisexual. There's the explanation. I should have Terra. Jeez, it's been so bloody long. You must have been like mean to puppies in a previous life to have known me this long. So yes, for anyone new here, expect a lot of self-deprecation out of this chubby man in front of you. It's what I do. It's kind of just my humor has evolved into over the years. So I require some coffee. So I'll be back in a moment or two. Return. I return as the blizzard ends. Though speaking of blizzards, it's gonna be actually rather interesting to see if my power goes out this coming Wednesday. Because Nova Scotia is getting hit by a snowstorm, which is remarkably early for us. It's still mud season, which means it's going to turn into ice season starting Wednesday. And given it's early for Nova Scotia to be getting snow, not terribly early, but it's still early for Nova Scotia to be getting snow, there's a good chance that people aren't going to have their winter tires on yet, and aren't going to slow down like sensible people. That is the one thing I will never understand, is why people feel the need to literally drive like maniacs no matter the weather conditions. And there's multiple times back when I was working last year where I just wouldn't go to work because it was too stormy. And like, I don't trust the taxi drivers around here. They speed on good conditions. I have no doubt that they will speed on bad conditions too. But also, like, it's just watching the vehicles drive by the house, and all of them are going way too fast. They're sliding. It's like none of them have ever seen snow before and don't know they should not be just flooring it. Like, so it was like twice I just called in and was like, nah, it's way too stormy. I ain't going in. Not helped by I walked, so like... Right, I don't have a grass type trained. Well, I suppose I think I've trained this. Yeah. It's not grass tera. So. But I'll use it anyway. And a lot of the bad conditions around here tends to just be ice. Ice, ice, and more ice. And next year's winter is going to be even worse. So that'll be fun. Throw a great ball at them. Ow. This 3-star raid just killer KO'd my Pokemon. Freaking counter. I should've just threw it Iron Hands. One-shot it with Thunder Punch. I wanted to use something different. I honestly have the strangest luck with Great Balls. To the point where, like, I have caught Pokemon that, you know, you wouldn't expect in Great Balls. The most prominent example being Omega Ruby Deoxys was a Destiny catch from full health in a Great Ball. No joke, that happened. What's supposed to be this cool battle? Great Ball. It's over. All because I noticed I could just throw a Pokeball at it. So I did. And that entire run, I'd been basically just chucking Great Balls at everything. Destiny catches be funny like that. Going a fairy seems like it would be kind of neat. Also, at the same time, its only real option would be play rough, if it can even learn it. And defensively, it's not the best type going from normal. Almost ran into those little shits. Normal type Hypno. Do I have anything funny to beat it with? Nah, not really. Big Drain Punch time. Look at this idiot. Ring pop on his head. I like the tera mechanic, but I will also still give it crap for looking so stupid. Because it does just kind of look stupid. Just use Ice Punch. You just used Ice Punch. I wasn't paying attention. Yes, it did. No, what the shit? Why are you using Ice Punch? So I do apologize for the occasional cursing. I do it to try to keep my streams from getting put into YouTube Kids. Because I stream on both platforms. And if I curse occasionally, it won't get put into YouTube Kids. I keep to light cursing, though. Though I have had occasional slip-ups. Almost had one earlier. With, Captain Non-Contribution to Chat / Captain Edgelord, who is now banned. Indeed it was. And he doesn't now. At least not as far as I'm concerned. Though I'm going to be a bit frustrated from that whole situation for a while, but, you know. Part of that frustration is in myself for not looking at chat sooner and dealing with him sooner. It was someone in the chat beforehand, before basically most people showed up, who, wanted to talk about very inappropriate topics. I'll leave it at that. It's gonna burn me, isn't it? Do I have... No, I don't. So yeah, you're physical. You're special, but you're the Dragon Tera. Also not fighting types. I'll just go with Armarouche. So in other words, on a normal day, I probably wouldn't have argued as much with you. Though it is a very good heads up to anyone joining. I probably can and will piss you off at some point, and that goes to anyone watching. I'm a very opinionated person, and I do not back down. So... We're Canadian. It's just kind of how we do. Wait. Fire isn't going to work on this thing, is it? I don't know, because Armor Rouge hit itself. I don't know. Fire could work. Which I don't tend to do, so, you know. Give it time. I will eventually piss you off with something. Happens with everybody. I'm just quirky like that. That's not what I wanted to do. I was going for heal. Have to find me over here to do that. And I could be anywhere in Nova Scotia, which, albeit, isn't the biggest province in the world, but, you know, I also never leave the house, so good luck. I'm so far behind where I need to be at this rate because of the confusion. And messing up and pushing hang tough instead of heal up. Okay, I'm just gonna restart this phase. I did confirm, it does burn. Yeah, it just forgot to do anything other than be flat over there, didn't it? I kind of wish it was like that over here, but yeah, that comes from, you know, back when I was a youngin'. I literally have back in my day, I used to have to walk up a really steep hill to get to school, so I didn't have to do it, I chose to do it, but still, that was a really steep hill. And the only way to make it less steep was to go along the old train tracks, which was still a pretty steep hill. I'm one of those older folks, I'll admit, yeah, it was my choice to walk. I could have took the bus. Just didn't want to. McDonald's Hill in Digby is a really steep hill. It's one of those hills that occasionally, depending on the school bus, the bus could barely make it up the hill. So, there was a lot of shipping trucks that would go into town that could barely make it up that hill. It was a steep hill. It still is a steep hill. Armor Rouge, please. Need you to stop hitting yourself in the face. Armor Rouge, Please. That didn't heal much. I can probably take another attack. I need to just deal some damage, especially while the sun's still up. Now I have time to heal again. Come on. Nice heal. There we go. The sun petered out, but it doesn't matter. It might matter. Stop quiver dancing, please. Though it's paralyzed, it doesn't really matter. That was a fun monotype team I had at one point. It was a mono bug team where everything on it knew Quiver Dance. They were all special attackers. They all knew Quiver Dance. They all had Focus Sashes. You can guess what the game plan of that team was. Quiver Dance as many times as I can get away with, and then hope to sweep. If that doesn't work, try it again with the next one. It wasn't terribly effective, but it was fun. But Monotype isn't competitive. It's Monotype. I should actually look into what Monotype's rules are these days, because with Tera being a thing, does your Tera type have to match your Monotyping? Otherwise, that's gonna be awkward, because then you could just carry Tera types to cover all of your weaknesses. Kind of defeating the fun of Monotype. Wouldn't be surprised if they just banned Tera outright. It's very nice of you. I would do it, but I don't have any real progress in Violet, so... And I also have no idea what I have left of the Violet exclusives. This was grass. It's a grass ghost, so I probably shouldn't use that. They love flying moves too. Oh well, I've decided. This may go wrong. It's only a 4-star, so it probably won't. Yeah, this will go just fine. Unless I get extremely unlucky now that it's paralyzed. Yeah, you can't... You can't burn me. I'm paralyzed. You did this, game. I do find it funny how Terra raids are almost the only place where lowering your opponent's stats actually matters. Because the Smogon competitive, like, if a move has an alternate effect to lower stats, great. If it's the move to use, then use it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Because your opponent can just switch. Now you've wasted a turn. And they probably didn't the turn that you lowered their stats on. I should go for the ghost one. Oh well. Should also, because I probably have enough candies now, finish leveling a lot of my ones I have close to 100. I also need to eventually decide on what Pokemon I'm going to take into the next DLC when it comes out. Though that'll entirely depend on the level of the next DLC whenever it comes out. Oh, Psychic. Yeah, this should work just fine. Psychic Flying Ghost. For Teal Mask, I took just a Dragalgian with me. And then built the rest of my team once I was there. Which made that DLC considerably more fun than it would have been if I had just taken even the team I used to play through the game with through it. Considering they are considerably higher level than the initial Pokemon of the DLC. I will say, seeing all the baby Pokemon at the beginning of the DLC was a little disappointing. I was kind of expecting the wild Pokemon to be evolved, given their levels. Trying to understand that design decision, since I encountered it. Knocking my special defense down. Damn it, King Gambit. Yeah, that heal was garbage. Blah. 2 special defense drops. Case in point of what I was mentioning earlier of status drops just not being important to Smogon is like Shadow Ball is a commonly used move, so its special defense drop does get seen, but it's not used for the special defense drop. It's used because it's the best special ghost move. That's learned by the majority of ghosts and non-ghosts. When better options are available, it's not used. There's better options. Yeah, build a capsule. That'll save me some money. As if money matters. That'll save me some money. Well, this'll be fast. I have to dig out my Showdown account and do a stream of that. Well, I was supposed to say I'll have to relearn the various tiers, but I really won't. Quick glance through them, I should be able to build fairly competent teams very quickly. And it's over! The level disadvantage was obvious! To do another raid or to just end the stream because I'm hungry? I think I'll just end the stream because I'm hungry. I have been awake for a while and I have not eaten yet, so I should probably get on that. Thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for another probably just random stream as I kill time until the 2nd. So basically, there'll be one more or less random stream. Might be Mario Kart, honestly. I was thinking of doing Mario Kart today, and then I was like, nah, I'll do Pokemon. So yeah, hopefully I'll see y'all here tomorrow. See y'all then.